But some of the things I want to dig into your past that really interest me. One, the comedy piece. I did, as you know from a chapter in my book, I did a stint where I took a stand-up comedy class, and it was really hard. And I watched so many people struggle with that. And you were just sharing with me how it's helped you become such a better speaker. How did you get into that? Why did you get into that? And how did you create more confidence for yourself as a speaker as a result?
Well, it's interesting because 23 years ago, I was working for HBO and I got obsessed with stand-up comedy. I would go probably 2 or 3 times a week to watch stand-up comedy. I would go out to the Aspen Comedy Festival every year. I was just really into it, and this was a time when a lot of the people who are famous, well-known comedians now were just starting out then, and I would see them perform every week. And I always wanted to do it, but I was terrified. I was scared to death. So then when I started public speaking, I would basically watch stand-up comedy before every talk that I gave. Even if I was giving a talk about investing to investors, I would watch stand-up comedy for a good chunk of the 24 hours before the talk just to kick in what are called mirror neurons. So if you watch somebody climb up a ladder, you don't have to climb up the ladder. You'll know your mirror neurons will kick in and you'll know how to climb up that ladder without having ever done it. So I figured if I watch a lot of stand-up comedy before I give a talk, stand-up comedians, they're not just giving a talk to an audience, they're doing stuff with their voice, they're doing stuff with their faces, they're doing stuff with the crowd, they're moving around, they're controlling the stage. They're also funny in the way they, you know, say things and they're saying funnier things than the normal person. And so that, just doing that would always help my public speaking. And uh I guess finally about 5 years and I was always kind of doing a little bit of stand-up in my talks, but then finally about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I said, "Okay, I'm gonna just get up on a stage and do it."